Okay, question 6. Consider an AI-1040 iron carbon alloy, which is steel, and this is cooled below 727. Which phase is the proeutectoid phase? So we look at the iron carbon system here. 0.4% is somewhere around here. We go up. Now the proeutectoid phase is the phase occurring just before the eutectic reaction here. So this is the eutectoid reaction here. This is the eutectoid reaction. This is the eutectic reaction. So before the eutectic, we have proeutectoid phase. So if the composition was greater than 0.76, we would have another proeutectoid phase, which is iron carbide or cementite. Is the special name of this compound. So the proeutectoid phase beyond this point is cementite, but before this point it's going to be alpha phase. So alpha is the phase that is occurring before the eutectoid reaction. The proeutectoid phase is alpha. Compute the total mass fractions of ferrite and cementite that form. So we cooled below 727, so the eutectoid reaction has taken place. We are here just below the 727, and we need to do some lever rule calculations to find amount of phases in the phase mixture. So again, we apply the lever rule. If we construct our tile line extends to 0.022, this is 0.4, and we are just below 727, so this entire composition range below the 727 line, and this goes up to 6.7. Now this portion here is going to give you amount of cementite is in the system, and this portion is going to give you the amount of total alpha in the system. Okay, let's start with total alpha. (6.7) minus 0.4 divided by 6.7 minus 0.022 times 100. That will give you a fraction of 94.34%. If you look at total cementite, it's going to be 0.4 minus 0.022 divided by 6.7 minus 0.022 times 100. And if you do that, you will get 5.66%. And if you add these up, you will get 100%. And that concludes part B. We are done with this. Compute the mass fraction of proeutectoid phase and perlite. So in order to compute the proeutectoid phase and perlite, we need to go just above 727. So okay, let me draw an enlarged picture here. So this is the 727, this is temperature, this is percent carbon, and this is gamma, the austenite phase, this is alpha, and this is alpha plus gamma, this region here. So we are just above the 727, and our tie line is now between 0.022 and 0.76. So in order to, the perlite that is given in the problem, and that is specific to iron carbon system, this is a phase mixture. It's not a single phase defined at a certain defined in a certain composition range. So the entire region here or here, this whole thing is perlite. So in order to find the amount of perlite in something, in some iron carbon alloy, you need to go above the eutectoid reaction and calculate the protectoid phase and the amount of austenite, and that amount of austenite will transform into perlite. So if you calculate the percent alpha and percent cementite here, just above 727, this is the pro-eutectoid phase, so pro-eutectoid alpha, and this austenite is going to transform into perlite, which is alpha plus cementite. Okay, so let's do that lever rule calculation. Our composition is 0.4, 0.022, 0.76. This part again, now we are above 727. We have no cementite, but we have alpha and gamma. This part here will give you gamma, the austenite phase, and this part here will give you the protectoid alpha phase. Let's denote it as pro alpha. So let's calculate how much protectoid alpha there is. By the way, I haven't mentioned these yet. The phases of the iron carbon system have special names. Alpha is ferrite, gamma is austenite, this iron carbide phase is cementite. Okay. So protectoid alpha, 0.76 minus 0.4 divided by 0.76 minus 0.022 times 100. That will give you 48.78%. And if you calculate the amount of gamma just above 727, that is 0.4 minus 0.022, 0.76 minus 0.022 times 100. And if you calculate that, you will get 51.22%. And if you add these up, again you get 100%. So we are good. Now, from our calculations, the answer to these questions are then total mass fraction of ferrite is 94.34%, cementite is 5.66, protectoid phase is 48.78, and perlite is 51.22. And we can do a simple check right now. So we know total alpha phase, that is 94.34%. If you subtract the amount of protectoid phase that you have found, you get 45 point, what is this now? 56%. Yes, 45.56%. That is the alpha in perlite. So this is alpha in perlite. This. Now, if you add the amount of cementite in perlite, which was 5.66, what you get is 51.22, which is the amount of perlite, and they match. So this concludes question 6.